Martin Hyde, Austin Dunk, Virginia Haley.
Good evening, everyone. It's actually very uplifting to hear all these kids with such passion. It's also very interesting to me because as an adult, I don't feel fear very often, and I sense real anxiety. Anyway, my name is Martin Hyde. Two of my four sons attended Sarasota High, so the question of its security is important to me, as I'm sure it is to everyone. We should note that we're talking about the potential closure of School Avenue, here with the emphasis on school. My point being that the high school has been at this location since 1926, which I contend predates most of us here tonight. Before 9/11, it was possible to turn up at an airport a few minutes before a flight and still make the plane. But since 9/11, we all know, as everybody has said tonight, things have changed dramatically and forever, as we never want to see planes being used as human missiles on our country again. On 2/14, things changed for Floridians with the tragedy at Marjorie Stoneham Douglas High School. Every parent, and I'm sure every citizen with or without kids, should want to do whatever we can to make sure such an event never happens here again. It's not generally possible to find simple and perfect solutions for complex problems. But one thing that we can do now that will help is to secure the perimeter of our high school. I've heard people talk about the potential detour if School Avenue is closed being as much as 8/10 of a mile to get to certain places, such as polling stations or drugstores from their homes. I'm sure if these people were asked the question of whether their inconvenience is worth the risk of a single life, they'd say unequivocally no, as there can't be anyone who'd be that self-involved. There is no way to discern from looking at a distance whether one person is or is not a danger, which is why the only security option here is no unauthorized pedestrians or cyclists within the perimeter.
1 minute.
It is unfortunate for those that live in this area, but the reality is that things have changed, and they'll just have to accept those changes as we have at airports and large-scale public events. As ever, there is a second option for those that remain unhappy, which is the same as those that choose to live near an airport and then complain about aircraft noise, which is to move elsewhere. 2/14 was our 9/11 as it relates to school security, meaning the personal comfort and freedoms of a few will have to be sacrificed for the many, and that is just how it is.
Austin Dunk.
Austin Dunk. I'm a teacher at Sarasota High School.